you're someone that's, I know, constantly looking at new recipes and trying to find or I guess I should say you're always recreating what's in the kitchen and what to do. Are there three lunches and dinners that you would say would be great for kids in a situation like we're in now?
Um, I think if you're trying to choose a protein and a veggie and a healthful carb right now to energize kids, just having that template of, how are we getting protein into the meal? What vegetable can we serve? And then are we also adding in like a pasta or a rice or a potato or something of that nature? That's sort of like a good template. But I think that, again, trying to make smoothies with kids is a great way to get in those extra nutrients and maybe um, not trick them necessarily, but present things in a new way so that they're more open to try them. When you blend things together and make it taste like a milkshake, I think sometimes you're more apt to get them to try it. My kids really love making homemade granola. If I can share my screen, or if you can share yours, I have a recipe for
Mhm.
granola.
I think you can click share on yours.
Okay, let me see. Great. All right, can we see?
Yeah, looks
So
great.
this is a super simple recipe, but basically you take oats. The coconut is optional if you want to add that. So it's half a cup of coconut and then a form of fat. So olive oil or coconut oil both work great. And then you're adding in some sort of natural form of sweetener, maple syrup or honey are good choices, cinnamon, salt, and you are just baking that in the oven on a cookie sheet at 275 for 45 minutes, stirring it every 15 minutes. You can add in dried fruit and nuts before you bake it if you want to. My kid's favorite thing to do is to add some chocolate chips after it's cooled, and we just keep it in a sealed container, and that's a nice snack that can be added to yogurt. I know that they like it. It's getting in some high fiber. It's also, it has a lot less artificial sweetener. It doesn't have some of the oils that we maybe would want to avoid. So it's fun to have kids in the kitchen cooking right now too. We're all looking for things to do. So measuring, learning how to work the oven, all of those things are great. Learning for them right now when maybe they're not in their typical math class or wherever. So whatever we can do to engage them is fun. And then for some of our younger kids, I was talking about presenting food in a fun way. These are called face plates. My girls are 5 and 8, so we do this a lot. And it's a way to expose kids to new foods without a lot of added pressure. So sometimes I'll give them the things and, they'll arrange it the way they want it to look. Other times I'll present it to them and then they'll sort of rearrange. So this might function as like a quick go-to lunch, or this might be something that they have as a healthy snack, depending. But it's kind of like whatever's in the fridge or whatever things you're trying to expose them to. If you can present it in a fun way, and even here, like with elementary age kids, encouraging them to play with their food, it goes a long way. They've tried a lot of things as a result of the faceplate. So, as silly as it seems, it works pretty well.
I like that a lot. And it sounds like whether your children are young or they're older, just having a cooperation and having a partnership in the kitchen is really fun so that you can make your favorite items and you can experiment and maybe replace some type of flour with a different type of flour and seeing how it turns out and just making some fun experiments. I know that a lot of tweens and teens enjoy being in the kitchen and experimenting and having fun and having other family members taste test it. And you could say, which one do you like better, mom's or mine, and
Yep.
what's different in them? And just having a good time in the kitchen right now, I think is a really good point, no matter what the age of children are.
Yes. Yeah.
Love that. Thank you so much. And I know that um, something that I have been using a lot, I didn't tell you this, but I printed off the ebook. I've been using it myself, but there's this really great ebook that's going up on our website on Friday that is like such great tips and tricks that people can download. It's over 12 pages, I think, of like really good information. So I know that anything that was talked about in here can be covered in that ebook. And then, of course, there's more that people could um, reach out to you and connect with you and request an appointment on our website. So all of those things where people can continue to learn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.